65.
Welcome to episode 65 of Topics of High Importance with Phil G.
How are you?
Welcome back, Phil G. I think
Phil
you are
G.
our most repeat client.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Best client.
Yes. Oh, that was probably loud.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
Paul will edit it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
He has the.
We did not clap. We'll just did.
Yeah, let's do a few sound effects to use throughout the episode. Oh, I like that. Is it a bird?
I feel like, yeah.
Felt
Yeah.
like a
witch bird, though.
high.
A witch? Oh, I thought you
witch?
said a witch bird.
A witch bird.
I was gonna say
flirty
a high,
witch bird.
high class pigeon, but witch bird,
Oh, yeah, pigeon. That's totally a pigeon.
a
Like
high class pigeon.
Yeah.
This was a. I am of the royal bloodline.
I fly higher,
Yes, I have a tiny crown.
but I still eat fries.
yeah, totally. It's still like don't when they do that.
They're rude.
For the listeners, the males do to attract the females.
The
Look at
goggle
my
of
neck.
the
Look at my
big
neck.
fat turkey necks.
God, what was the question?
There was no question.
There was
No.
the repeat thing, and then we have fun.
High five, and then the sound effects, and then the animals. I
Yeah.
see. We found it. We found it. I love it.
Yeah. So episode 65, topics of high importance, where we talk about topics. After we get high, and then we talk about topics.
Good description.
Accurate. Very, very accurate. Yeah.
And we're smoking just a fucking,
So
a
much stuff.
fucking, a witch brew of fucking weed, right?
Yeah.
I mixed your stuff
Salad.
with our stuff, which was a like mixture of like 3 strains already.
Okay.
So we're just fucking stirring
Yeah.
the pot.
Yeah.
They're
I feel
fighting. They're
pretty
fighting
high.
inside our head. They're like, "No, I want to go this way." Oh. I think that when I'm around you, the percentage of times I do a Mickey voice just like elevates immediately, just because you're in the room.
It's like
I'm
Mickey's
like,
there.
this is acceptable and it's funny. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Regardless how big you wanted it to get, it's,
Yeah. It's like...
it's like, okay, I did a Mickey voice. No, it's the
Mickey voice.
You do it so well.
Thank you. Used it a lot for improv. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
hey, kids.
Oh, he's so relevant. He is everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
Is
at least he was when we were kids.
Yeah.
He's kind of... Not disappeared. He's still around.
No,
I guess.
man.
Is
We
he
don't
still
he's not-
with Mickey?
No, he's the Godfather.
Was he
Now he's
fired?
inside the office,
Yeah.
just chilling, man. He doesn't gotta go do that fucking grunt work anymore.
Oh,
He
He's
does
too
his
old.
work.
Like, he's too old for that
Yeah,
shit.
well, no, he could do it if he wants to. But he's just like, I got all these puppets, man. They're doing all the work for me.
True.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Just
sit
rats.
down and
Maybe he killed Walt
You know.
Disney.
I think he did. Or
then he
is
took
he
over.
Walt Disney? Is that the
Mickey Mouse backwards is Walt Disney. It's not. Are you trying to say Mickey Mouse
Yeah, I'm
backwards?
trying. It's impossible.
Mau Iswam.
Iswam. Ooh. Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Kim.
that will also be edited.
All of that part out.
No, that was like great. Can you remember it though?
Iswam.
Iswam?
Iswam.
I think it was
Iswam.
Iswam. Yeah.
Iswam.
Iswam. So, oh wait, Iswam?
Yikim.
Yikim.
Yikim, yeah.
Iswam.
Iswam Yikim. That will be the name of that character.
Oh, I love it.
Iswam Yikim.
It sounds so credible.
Oh, definitely.
It's a real character name.
Yeah, I love it.
He's it as my wrestler.
Can you scoot up closer
Yeah,
just
yes,
a little bit?
yes,
I want to make
exactly
sure
what you
people can
described.
hear
The full experience.
all,
Yes,
all
Full
of you.
G.
The full,
The full
Phil
G.
The
Oh my
full
God,
G.
yeah.
Oh God, is that your name?
Yeah.
Full
Full
G.
G. Yo, full G. That's me. Full G.
All right. From now
I don't know
on.
if I'm
From now
comfortable.
on, when you
not.
are on this podcast,
Oh no.
you are full G.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Welcome, full,
Full
G.
G. Oh, thank you for having me. I'm very glad. With that name.
Full
Full
G.
G.
Brother of Folger's choice.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Get some coffee in your head.
Oh, the first snack.
Folgers.
And if anyone bet not Kate Bradley, you don't know Kate Bradley. Oh, close second.
Well, I just
Full G's going,
You can't
going
say
after
no
a
to the
snack.
Swiss rolls.
that's it. It reminded me they were there, and I'm like, I haven't had these in a while.
I wish they were chilled.
Oh yeah, when they're just like
I can't help
not
myself.
too cold, but just
They're really
slightly. You know.
Oh, this is so inconvenient.
It's like having a tiny little bûche de Noël.
Oui!
It's like having a little tiny Christmas.
Yeah, like Christmas cakes.
Yeah.
Christmas cakes. They're
Christmas
so
cakes.
sweet.
You can give me
You know
your
the
your
icing-
wrappers.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant...
No, I was not going to confiscate one of your Swiss rolls.
Sorry?
on a Christmas log, the icing on the extremities
Yeah.
is like
Insane.
it's just so sweet. It just can't you can't get sweeter
It's
than
amazing. That's why you want that part of the...
that. Well, sometimes I can't handle it. Sometimes it's too much.
truth.
But there are some things sometimes that are too
The
sweet.
tooth.
But then you put it with some vanilla ice cream, and then it's like,
Yeah. My grandmother used to do that. She was like, "Ça coupe le sucre."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just fucking
bam.
throw like, but it's kind of true. But it's
Yeah.
like, but it's just more sugar.
Yeah,
It's, a lot,
it's just
Grandma.
it's
don't
just
fight the
the
logic.
yeah. You need more gravy,
Yeah.
but but I think the gravy's the problem.
That's what's killing.
Oh wait, no, it works. More
Amazing.
gravy works.
I think your whole thing didn't make sense, and then you like slowly tried to justify it and ended in a wonderful justification that everybody.
What you call me on? Huh? What you call
See?
me on?
Oh, I was right.
I don't
feel
know.
it
I don't
works
remember
if
what the
it's not
fuck I
on
said.
ice cream. It works for turkey. I feel like if you have
Ho
turkey,
ho!
just
Why
not for
did you
ice
just
cream.
do
I
that?
don't know. I wanted to gobble, but I was like, "How do turkeys gobble?" And then I just,
Mickey.
I was looking at full G and
Man, you just glance at full G and you go full Mickey.
full Mickey.
Keep,
Both at once.
keep,
That was amazing.
Yikim. Yikim.
Swarm.
Iswam
Yikim.
Yikim.
Sounds like Eastern European.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a ring
Oh
to
my
it.
goodness.
It's probably stolen from a character from Eastern Europe that was called that. And
Probably.
Mickey
Do
Mouse,
you
if
think
put
Walt
it the other-
Disney? You think Walt Disney would they sue?
What if we did that?
No, if someone did, if someone made a movie with an Eastern European person as something, either the villain or the hero, his name is
Iswam.
Iswam Yikim.
Yikim, spelled exactly like Mickey Mouse backwards.
Yeah, backwards.
Do you think
Maybe
they would
you
be
make it
like?
a
They don't
swirl
have-
or something.
They don't have a leg to stand on. It's
No?
fucking backwards.
And they stole so much, they can't just stop. Soon, but of course they would. If
Yeah.
they can, they will. Like,
They went after Dead Mouse because his shape was
Really?
similar.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had the. Well, if you
The
look,
faces
if you look
are
at
so
silhouette
weird.
and there's and
Yeah.
you don't see any detail,
could be
it's
like,
Oh.
it's
That's
basically
Yeah.
But at the
Not
same
for
time,
good.
Mickey Mouse's patent for that was supposed to have run out, but somehow got
They
extended
yeah.
and extended, and so maybe that's why they're just like, hey, that's still us.
That's crazy. And they did extend it just for Disney, basically. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, for
yeah.
everybody, but like, basically.
Money, money, money.
Oh yeah, that must have cost a fortune.
Money.
Did you guys ever have one of those lovely little hats?
I've
Nope.
never had one. No.
I've never been to Walt Disney World.
That is worth going to.
I know. Yep.
I've been once.
One day.
It was amazing.
But there's
I'm gonna eat some of that shitty food. I'm gonna get a fucking turkey leg. Give me that turkey leg.
they sell turkey
yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never tried them, but it's they sell turkey legs, and there's a bunch of cats. Because
Oh
they have a mice problem.
yeah.
So they have like
They just clean.
not stray cats because they take care of, they feed them and everything.
Yeah.
They make sure they have shots and everything.
Yeah.
But there's like
They're just
a gazillion
hunters?
cats.
Yeah.
they're just, like,
They control
hunters.
them.
Why don't you see them in the day?
I guess you could.
But it's
But-
Florida. It's hot, so like
Yeah.
you probably just find a spot in the shade and
Right.
chill. I don't know where they keep the cats. Maybe they.
Because like surely, like if it was like the equivalent to a cat cafe, because there's cats. Like you would notice if there were
Yeah.
a bunch of cats at an amusement
Maybe
park.
they built something where people can't go and
Ding, ding,
the
ding, ding,
majority
ding,
just
ding.
like to go there because it's like
the food.
not necessarily the food. No, the food is supposed to be the mice.
Yeah, but they also murder for fun.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They're psycho.
Yeah,
They're psycho.
They're psychos.
They steal things. That cat that stole things that they caught on camera.
Really?
He was going to the neighbors' houses and stealing things and
Like
bringing them back
objects?
to like mittens or socks or
Really?
or yeah, it's fucking crazy.
What kind of treasure is that?
It's like fucking thing in his mouth is fucking cute.
Oh my god.
Yeah, cats are crazy.
Yeah.
Cats are crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many different sizes.
Like the poor midget cats.
I was thinking more like panthers.
Oh.
Them
Yeah.
Big cats. Yeah.
But there's so many mini cats that we don't know, like wild mini cats. Like they're this big. They're like cats. They're like domesticated cat size, but they're jungle cats.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like
or
a
even
few.
smaller than domesticated
Really?
cats.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, like
That's
it looks
so-
like a kitten and it's
must
full
be the
grown.
cutest
Yeah, it's
thing,
like the
though.
size of a
But,
Kleenex
like, they can
box.
kill you, or like, are they?
No.
Like, they're
That's
so-
Because it's
something.
a jungle cat, it can automatically kill you.
Yeah, I just assumed that, right?
Yeah, or like that little dinosaur in Jurassic Park on the beach.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hello, and then I have a million buddies.
Yeah, it's like, oh, give me
And then
more
they
of your
run so
sandwich. What? You have no more sandwich? Get her!
So they all wear a monocle.
They'll poke her with a cane first.
Where's the balloony? Oh my god, I don't even. Full G brought
Oh, gee.
4
Folgers.
chocolate bars and 2 bags of M&Ms.
Oh, man.
There are 2 Snickers bars with this campaign, which I really
Yeah.
don't get.
I think they copied Coke.
Coke was
like,
names,
It was
though,
names, but like the fact that now, we'll
That
change
they're-
our brand name.
We'll
to put
personalize.
Yeah,
Like
that
yeah.
I think is really cool. But
Yeah.
all these things are negative,
Right.
Like it's a missed opportunity to write encouraging things. Like and then you make people believe that by eating a Snickers bar they'll feel better about themselves. I think that's better than like
Yeah.
you're being dramatic here.
Have a
you know?
Snickers.
Like, and then you feel super shitty. I
Yeah.
am being dramatic.
Maybe that's what they want, though. Just like, I feel like shit, I want sugar. Like,
Oh, you're fucking. Oh,
Man,
who is
this
this?
is the
it
worst.
sells,
The
right?
worst ones, right? Nestle or something? Who is
Sleepy,
this?
come on. Is it Sleepy?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
The people, but
my
maybe
God.
they just asked a lot of people who ate chocolate bars, and they say like, when you're looking at them, what are you looking for? You know, and maybe some of them say something.
To validate my feeling.
Yeah, something not to make me sleepy. You know, they're like, oh, the sleepy. Okay,
Yeah. Or to make me sleepy after I don't feel sleepy for like 2 minutes.
there you go.
Because I feel like there's like a sugar rush, and then you're like, sleepy.
I want to be sleepy.
It's not even a sugar rush. You're just enjoying the taste of the thing you're
But it
eating.
activates
And then oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna put one
so
up.
there's one Mars bar, and then there is a Twix bar, which is, in fact, my favorite kind of chocolate bar
Of all the chocolate
of all the chocolate
Nice.
bars.
Sweet.
Do you have a favorite chocolate bar, Full G?
It kind of switches around, but a pretty constant one has been Crunch. Like the blue one with the red
Yeah,
crunch.
Ah.
But when you open it,
that's
there's
with the rice chocolate.
puffs.
Yes,
Yeah.
rice puffs.
Yeah,
It's a light chocolate. That's
Yeah,
it's
pretty
not
like
an overpowering.
thin of the,
yeah.
But it's like I don't think I could ever get tired of it really.
Right, yeah, because it's not too slap
Yeah.
in the face.
And at Halloween, like you barely, like it never happened. You had a mini crunch, like those were
Yeah.
super rare. So I was like, "What mini crunch bar? Like it's like the same thing,
So
but
it's
tiny." but-
special.
Yeah, it really like it stuck. I feel like it stuck out in my mind when I would get it.
I, for a long time, felt I didn't like Crunch. And it was like almost, it became like an on principle thing. But really it was just like, because I was eating Twix bars and Crunchies. Crunchy was one of my favorites.
which is
and
the sponge, like
yeah,
that.
that goes
Yeah.
straight to your brain.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's so
that's,
sweet.
it's so intense.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
and
intense.
yeah. It's totally that. You
Uh,
cut off. Oh, fucking
And it's
good.
crunchy at like the exterior, but then it's like air. It's
Yeah,
but in a good way, kind
But
of.
did you ever buy the brick of what do you call it?
Sponge,
the sponge, whatever. Yeah, but like
no.
on its own, like the honey sponge. I feel like I tried it once, and it's just like, because
Yeah,
you don't have the chocolate
chocolate,
sweetness.
yeah.
It was just like very
It's
weird.
just pure that.
Yeah, but it's not just sweet. Like it has a weird flavor to it that's like super well complemented with the chocolate.
Yes, it's so good
So
together.
yeah, the crunch to me was like rice puffs.
Yeah.
Get away
It's
from
kinda
where's the
boring.
caramel or whatever.
I mean, it's Reese's peanut butter cups.
Ah yes.
I love them. The mix. All right. Well, let's start a topic.
All right. Oh,
15
Full G.
minutes.
Yeah,
That's what Full G
Such a
does.
droid.
Yeah,
Such
All
a
right.
droid.
Well, while we all hydrate, here's an ad.
Hi, I'm Tefera Jemian, one of the hosts of Yeah, a podcast on the Upford Network. We are talking about young adult literature, reviewing new releases, revisiting old classics, and exploring what the YA genre can teach us at any age. Join me and my co-host Hannah Bailey as we talk about friendships, dating, family relationships, sexuality, experiences of queerness, body politics, and more through the lens of our favorite YA novels as well as books we're just discovering. The Yeah Podcast, available through the Upford Network and on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and wherever else you find your podcasts. This is our book club, and you're invited.
Well done. I like that one, Paul.
Yeah.
I still haven't chosen which chocolate bar. I love me a Mars.
All right. Well, let's choose a chocolate bar.
Done. Mars.
Done.
It was the hardest
Way
thing
ahead of
on.
you on that.
Full G number between 0 and 4.
What?
And 4.
4.
Surprise topic.
And
Between
so that's-
between 0 and 4.
0.
No,
between
he
them.
means
Oh
between
my
them.
God, not inclusively. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta be clear.
Yeah.
Ah, damn,
Monkey
you got me
wrencher.
there. I was like going for 0.
Topic
Nice.
0. 3. Magazine.
Magazines.
Not the ones that you put into guns.
Although we could talk about those, but I don't know
You
much
could do
about
it.
them.
Yeah, true. Not excluding. Sorry.
I was like, I mean, I hate everything to do with real guns.
Yeah.
Although I kind of want to shoot it in the shooting range. But god damn it, they look badass when they reload their handguns.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, and the big ones too, like
Yeah.
ah.
Just putting giant pieces of freaking machinery together, man.
Yeah.
Especially when it's meant to blow shit up.
Yeah.
If it's
Feels
that power feels so badass, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just
Especially
fucking-
Because they're
when they-
cool.
Oh yeah,
It's
man.
literally
No,
just
that's
'cause
it.
it's cool.
Lightsabers. What
Yeah.
lightsabers can do. It's just
Yeah.
so. It's so an inefficient weapon. If you're actually in a battle, people.
Yeah.
But it is so cool what it can
Is it
do.
that inefficient?
Well, unless
You can
if,
ricochet any projectile.
no,
and
that's
you
that's
can-
the
and
force.
you
That's
can-
the force. The weapon itself.
They use the
No. Of course, the weapon itself is strong, but it's very. It's only very strong in the hands of a Jedi. If you give that to anybody who doesn't have Jedi reflexes,
of course.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
it's just a sword with
yeah.
a.
Laser bullet will hit me.
Yeah, exactly. So,
How do you turn this?
So
Attach
unless
it to a fan and just let it swing in front of you.
that's the best.
It's going so fast.
You're basically what was that? What was him?
Oh yeah, General Grievous.
Yeah, he does that with two of them at one
Yes,
point. Yeah, it's
yeah.
fucking. That was so cool. No animal here.
Yeah, and it hit
Oh,
the
it was
floor.
Nessus. I thought it was.
He was going forward, and the blades
Yeah,
started
yeah.
hitting the ground and creating
Oh, like a
sparks.
Sparks. Oh, yeah, it was so badass.
Mm,
Yeah. So basically, yeah, that weapon is useless to anyone else but Jedi's.
yeah.
Or anyone who has Jedi-like reflexes.
Yeah,
So what was I going?
that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes,
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
that's cool.
even like the slow, you know, when they press the bullets into the magazine.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool too. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be like a crock, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just when they let the one go and then they grab another one on their hip. And, I liked action movies a lot. Fucking Face Off. I loved it. I loved
So
it.
good. Yeah, one of my favorites.
So much good gunplay.
Do you have what's your favorite action movie of all?
Oh.
Of all?
Yeah.
I would have to think hard and fucking do some research because I'm probably sure I forgot a bunch of them that I
yeah.
really loved. But since Kate mentioned that Face Off was definitely one of my favorites, I'll say that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such two actors that I enjoyed, and they were, still pretty good when they did their the movie, and just seeing
Yeah.
them switch roles and stuff. That was a cool
was
concept,
Yeah.
having two characters can be completely different, and then have to switch and play that same,
Yeah.
And
was
the
impressive.
how conflicted Travolta was within Troy's body. It was like so fucking crazy. He's like, when he's fighting in the kitchen, in the cafeteria or whatever, and then he's playing Troy, and he was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, and then he like sort of breaks down a little bit, and then he gives himself back together, and whoa, and it's
Yeah.
like fucking, and kicks him again with his boot. It's so intense.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long that I don't remember like.
Oh, you gotta watch it again,
yeah,
man.
I should. But then
No more drugs for that man. Oh, sorry. We'll stop quoting it since you don't remember. Forcing full G to
But I will
to giggle
go
at
back
things
and
he doesn't
watch it
right.
for sure.
Hey, I just reached for another Swiss roll packet. I've
And
not
they
even
push
finished
the-
my chocolate bar. Some people might say, edit that out, the sound of the packages.
Oh, for sure.
I love it.
Don't do it at the
But
same
I
time.
also apologize for making you, the listener, want packaged goods.
Hey, maybe you go buy one.
Hey, maybe you do. No sponsors here.
Did you guys see Expendables? It was this fucking stupid action movie, but
Oh.
I fucking loved it.
Was the first one
I didn't see the
good?
second one.
It was
For
cheesy
me,
good.
It was so funny and good because it's just like literally all the actors of those action movies stuck in it. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the whole concept is so over the top stupid.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes they just... I remember one scene where they get into a plane. Like, they barely get into a plane to escape a thing. Like, escape a place where they are. And they barely made it. So they're like, wow, they made it. And they're like, let's turn around and shoot these motherfuckers. They, like, turn the plane around and they start shooting.
Yes! Oh, I remember.
Just because of that, so it was like best fucking movie ever.
Oh, for sure. It was like colliding Rambo and Fast and Furious.
Yes!
It was just like...
But I feel like the
But
second one
aged
had
already.
Chris
Yeah,
Hemsworth's
for
brother,
sure.
right?
Hmm?
Liam Hemsworth?
Yes.
With the Asian
Oh.
chick or something? In the second one? Because I feel like
Yeah.
that was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you
They were
didn't see
together.
it.
They were together,
It
and
was
then...
terrible. That
Oh,
film was
fuck.
terrible. But I do vaguely remember liking the first one.
It doesn't feel like a sustainable concept. You know?
No.
Like,
I think I saw the
Being
third
a
one.
cat?
seriously?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. They
Oh, they should've started
just
with
made another one like fucking last
I
year.
gotta catch up.
We should do an Expendables marathon.
Oh my goodness.
God, yes.
I can't take any more of this. It's too stupid. But like it wasn't stupid in a good way. The second one, it was just bad,
Well, sometimes it happens.
in my opinion.
Yeah, not all the Fast and Furious were great.
I watched
Some of
like
them
two
were.
of them.
Yeah.
They lost me.
Yeah.
So many people hated the second one. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Tokyo.
No, the second one. Yeah, no, Too Fast and Furious was with...
Oh, so the third
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
Fucking
was
love
the
that
other one.
movie.
I didn't see that one. I saw like a weird... Like, I saw the first and then one way too far after the others.
With like The Rock or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, it starts with them like going on a train, like I'm like
Oh,
super
yeah,
fan.
that's
Oh
that
yeah.
It's a cool
Oh,
start.
that's
Like, I was
true.
like, oh, that's
I'd never thought of that someone who sees just the first one and then jumps to like 4 is like, what? They're super spies now?
yeah, it was intense.
Which is pretty much what they did, but like it was kind of Gatsby.
Yeah, yeah,
slowly.
progressive.
Progressive.
Magazines.
Actual
Oh my
magazines.
god, yes.
Teen Bop, Tiger Beat. Those were the ones I used to buy.
Oh.
With all the actors.
Ooh. Would you subscribe or go buy? Like, which
Oh,
was
you
it?
go to the depanneur
Oh,
and you
and buy.
spend your
Yeah,
allowance
allowance
on
on it.
Teen Beat and Teen Bop.
Mm-hmm.
And you go with your best friend and you're looking at the photos and you're like, oh my god, he's gonna be my husband. Oh my god, he's so sexy.
Would you each get one or like buy one together?
I think we each had one because we each wanted to keep the posters.
Oh my god.
Because
Okay,
you
yeah,
had,
yeah.
they were like,
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to fight over
infinite
that
amount of
shit.
No, it's true. You're just gonna end up.
But we liked
For
the
sure.
different guys, but like sometimes your guys on the back of the poster on. Why did you remember that?
Oh, yeah, big
they
time.
had posters on the
Yeah,
behind the
and
poster.
it always ended up being the ones that you like the most were on the same fucking poster. Sometimes it happened for cars. Yeah, for me it was road and track. Not many. They wouldn't have many posters in those though. But I used to have other stuff with posters. But yeah, you're just like, oh, that's really nice. I can put that up, and then you look at the next page. Oh, that's really nice too.
I could choose.
I would switch them
Yes.
over
Or
sometimes.
put him like
Yeah.
on a string so you can tell it's both sides.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then it just too close to the sun, so it starts like curving one way.
Yeah. It's like not
It's
the
just a
best
different
paper.
impact. It's just a, one's a,
Different curves.
Like great art.
so many. And it was like Sears quality for some of these stars, like or like a really shitty lavender background, and they just have like greased up hair. And like,
Awkward
so
photo
cheesy,
shoots,
yeah.
like,
oh my god, the headshots, and we would just be like, oh, they're so handsome. That's all we. They're like, oh, it's so sexy.
Because that's all there was.
We just want to look at them and then put them up in our room so that we can look at them all the time. That's weird, right?
Yep.
It's
I'm just
weird.
seeing how weird that is.
But it still exists. Like people
Yeah,
do
for
shit
sure.
like
Oh, absolutely.
screen back of screen computer shit. Like I forget the word.
Oh, right.
Wallpapers
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah. We'll still-
Wallpapers on your computer or phone or whatever. Yeah.
in a way, it's kind of weird to me because like I feel like you're like, oh, I would usually put up art or stuff like that or practical things on
Yeah.
as like not decoration, but like that kind of thing.
Like a shelf or something. Yeah.
Or like a board where you can write like
Yeah.
something like that, or like a calendar, or a calendar for sure. Not me, but like that's what I usually see on rooms. But then it's
that can be you too.
one
Phil.
day,
Full
one day,
G.
full G,
Full G. We'll
Full
get a
G.
calendar.
one day.
One day.
But yeah, so it was surprised. Like I've never really picked up that.
Even when you were a kid.
Not really. Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't put many things on walls as a kid. Now you say it.
Did you have like? Were you a fanboy of stuff? Like, did you like cartoons and stuff? Or?
Yeah, but I just read the like comics and stuff like that. A bunch of comics, and I read them. But like, I don't know. I just read them. I never had stuff about it.
Yeah.
Any displays of anything? Like displays, as not opposed to like figurines or...
Yeah, sometimes like hockey stuff. I guess like hockey figurines, or like I remember I had a Brett Hull figurine that like could like swivel. You could turn it and stuff. It was a Red Wing. Like I like the Red Wings. So it was like But I'd get those as gifts, It wasn't like me.
Okay.
I'd spend like all of my money went on candy. It was ridiculous. Like literally all of it for so long.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I had a bunch of model cars. Oh god. Yeah, no, bunch of model cars, a bunch of figurines. I collected a bunch of hockey figurines.
Yeah.
Not to the point of like collecting them to keep them in their boxes. I like displaying them.
Yeah,
so
that's why
whatever. Yeah. And posters of like cars and stuff like that too. Yeah. So mine was like a display everything. It was like my little house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because it was super accepted that girls have posters of the guys they're infatuated with on their walls.
Mm-hmm.
But was it as accepted? Like, could you have plastered your walls with like
I think it's as accepted.
women in bikinis and stuff, and your
I
parents
guess it
would have been
depends
fine?
on your parents.
And the photos, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because if it was just headshots, I doubt there's any bad. Like a lot of teen heterosexual males who are like, I just want the headshots.
Yeah. With always
That'd
this
be
pose
nice.
with the two hands under the chin. Like.
Yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what their interpretation. I mean, if it's like really, I know if my parents like if it was really like to the limit, like they wouldn't want anything nude on definitely on.
Well,
on
what
the
about
walls.
like a bikini shoot, like a Sports Illustrated?
Only if it was tasteful.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
Yeah, not like those.
They're walking around the room. They're
'Cause
looking,
I remember-
is this one tasteful?
I remember I got it as a
Not
gift.
pattern. Oh no, not enough fabric.
I got a
2-piece?
What is that?
Get out of the house.
Ripping them off the wall. You monster.
Not a painting. Fuck are the
Burning.
Carving.
Laminate.
Papier-mâché.
yeah, a laminate of
Papier-mâché.
from somebody, I think from family member, I don't forget who, and it was basically the back of a Pantera car, which has this giant wing, and then there was a woman who was just like hands on the wing like that, and she was in I'm guessing it was like an 80s or 90s style swim one piece that was like
Like a V.
With the,
Yeah.
like a Borat
you know,
thing.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, and she was fine
big
with
hair.
that on the wall. So I guess that was tasteful.
Tasteful
You know.
It passed the test.
Yeah.
Were her tits on the...
I guess I don't know. You don't see that. You see the back of the car.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Like,
you see the back of the car and you see her
that's all
ass.
blocked.
And yeah.
Oh, you see her ass.
Well, yeah, because
She's leaning on the car.
Yeah. She's leaning on the
that's
car.
very different.
Yeah.
I thought this is all you saw from her elbows up.
Again, just a tasteful shot
Yeah,
of the
of the head. I was like,
you
of
actually
course
thought
that's
that
it.
the head would.
Yeah. Like you see just the car.
But you're like saying she's bent over on a car.
Not bent over. She's basically. Well, yeah, maybe probably
she's-
slightly bent over.
How small is she?
Tippy toes.
Tippy toes.
It's a pretty high wing. I don't know. I don't remember. This is a fucking memory, right?
This
My
is
mind's
a-
distorted.
This
It's
is
a fucking memory.
is what
All right.
he said.
I don't fucking remember.
That's what Trump's going to use soon. Hey,
Hey, you
this is
guys.
a fucking memory.
Did I say
Why are we
that?
discussing this?
It's a fucking memory. Get over it. Everybody has a different take on it.
Even you alter it every time you remember it.
It's fake
What's
news
real?
from me too.
Do not feed the monster.
The monster will ejaculate.
Ew.
Ew.
Let's have an ad.
Let's have an ad
Now I have
there.
Trump and that in my head. Monster will ejaculate.
On September 19th, 1993, NBC aired the first ever episode of Frasier, a spin-off series about psychiatrist Dr. Frasier Crane, the much-loved Seattle shrink from Cheers. 10 days earlier, a baby was born. A baby who, we'd come to learn, was destined to drop out of college and launch his own podcast network. That baby is me, Tom Zalatni, and this is a terrible, terrible idea. tune in to They're Calling Again, right here on the Upford Network.
Okay. How many ads do we do now? 2, 3, 5?
That was 2. We're done.
That's 2. Okay, we're done.
Can I just ask you one last question about magazines? Because I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys ever buy something? You know, when you could mail stuff from a magazine to get? Did you ever do that?
I think so. I don't remember, man. That's tough. It's tough to remember, but I think so. Maybe in a comic, I think it was like a toy or something that something that you had to order like pieces. 6 pieces, so once a week or something like that to build something.
And was this through your parents or your own decision?
I
That's
never did
the
it.
other thing.
I always wondered about doing it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't recall as well. I think it would be me.
I feel like I've entered a contest or 2 without checking with my parents.
They probably made it so that the kid could totally do this on his or
Well,
her own.
there was always a little box that said 18 or over or whatever, you know,
If
like
it was,
16 or over.
Yeah.
If it was relevant, because they didn't. Yeah, I've received prizes in the mail. I feel like
Nice.
maybe
It doesn't happen anymore.
no. Oh my god, that was so
Or
cool.
does it? We just don't know anymore.
Check
Yeah.
the mailbox.
Uh-uh.
It's bills.
That's the full G segment. Check your mailbox.
Yep.
What am I doing?
1 or 2.
3. What? 2. Don't give me that face. You know I make mistakes.
Internet.
The internet.
Interweb.
What you're using right now to listen to our talkies.
Or you did. Because maybe it were downloaded.
Into your brain.
Isn't that
It's
crazy?
like
though?
millions of years from now.
Yeah, but there's like copies of us.
Yeah.
Aliens,
In other people's stuff.
Yeah.
if you're listening to
That is
this,
kind of fucked up.
and you somehow can...
Why are you looking up?
I'm looking at the aliens. You can hear this, and somehow, through a copy of my voice, if I'm dead, make me laugh again, and teach me everything of the universe.
Yes. Or if you have the power of it, just reset it so we can live it again.
Oh,
I like
very
that.
nice.
I
Yeah,
like that.
just give us a little cheat code that we know everything. When at age 12, I think.
Yeah.
Before age 12, I don't want to know anything of like.
Barely remember shit.
That's it. Age 12, something happens, I get slapped, or whatever,
And then it starts.
and it just all I was like, oh my god, I remember. I lived this life before.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be exactly like this, so I'm going to profit from it.
You'd go
Da,
as
da, da,
a
da, 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 da.
12-year-old boy.
15.
Oh, right. You want to skip a
Fuck
few of that.
that
What?
shit.
Do I want to be what?
You want to go back to 12 years old and make your way up. With
Well,
the
not
the
mind
knowledge-
you-
I
don't wanna
with the
make it
mind you-
down with
With
the-
the mind you have now,
Dude,
you wouldn't be able to interact with adults. You'd just be talking to teenagers.
I'm going to be playing video games and talk to teenagers. I'm going to have a blast. Okay?
Hey,
I'm
you saw that titty pic?
yeah, whatever. I'll deal with all that shit. But I'm gonna have so much fun just being that fucking age and doing shit, and I'm gonna start to save money and prepare for like shit that I might be able to predict is gonna go down. You know,
Oh
like
my
if
god, yeah. You can...
if stocks and shit for
Yeah.
like if Google exists again and all that kind of crap, you know, or Apple or whatever, and you start like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun
you
and
can just
save.
invent what the hell they're inventing. at
Or
that
that
point.
too, yeah. You say I'm gonna try to go study in this field and fucking start something or
Yeah.
create an idea or
Meet
yeah,
Steve Jobs.
yeah,
Good moment in time.
or fucking change history. Try
I
to do
think
something.
You could
know.
send envelopes to the police about crimes.
And solve them.
True.
I don't think you could do it before because they're gonna think you're nuts. So you're gonna have to do
God,
it after. But it's still valuable. You're like, look under the Bronco. There's some stuff
Bronco
you'll be
stuff.
able to just, and then it's just like. He's always right. He's always right. Who is this man? And then you become the superhero, and then you're like, I must stay in the shadows.
Would he be anonymous?
Totally.
I think you'd have to
then,
be,
then you would,
Right?
yeah.
'Cause
Then they would
otherwise
think
they're
you
gonna
were
come
setting
looking
it.
for us, like,
Yeah.
did he kill all these?
Yeah.
Did she kill all this?
And they're like, Kingpin found. They're like, god damn it.
Damn it! I was just trying to help
Yeah.
after the fact
After
because
the fact.
you wouldn't believe me before. Time travel.
But that would
No,
still
wait,
fuck
what
you
would-
up, though.
What?
Well, let's say if I reset and I want to be with you, I'm
course.
already a freaking 32-year-old.
You would have not have liked me at that age.
No, no, but just trying to.
make sure that you end up with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't
you're
control
not the
that.
same person. You can't force the
No.
way people are, or maybe things are already changed because of what you've done
Yeah.
that are that minute, but still
Hey, but
affect
you'd
your
be
circle.
a like super sexually experienced at the beginning of the relationship, and if you're good selling points.
You're like, hey, look how fantastic.
I know how it does. So wow, I'm clearly very
Was this how
experienced on
Paul
this.
sounded at that age? Always 2 fingers in the air, like.
This is how it does.
Party Paul.
Oh, okay, Paul.
Party Paul.
I'm gonna dive into this Mars bar again.
Marzipan.
Oh my,
What was your
marzipan
first
is great.
interaction with the internet?
First interaction.
Do you remember?
Probably at a friend's house.
Yeah, definitely. For me it was my uncle's house, I think. Yeah, or friends, but I think it's uncle.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Continue. I'm curious to know how close to the beginning you can remember.
Slowly unwrapping.
Dramatic.
You're opening a dramatic
And then he
Snickers.
snickers.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, that's so
hilarious.
funny.
The only thing that pops into my mind right now is the first version of Napster.
No. Damn.
I spent a lot of time on that. My uncle's, he was like really pissed at me at one point. He's just like, you know, we're doing a lot of stuff. You're just downloading music and chatting with people, and I was like, this is fantastic. It's amazing. So much music I've never heard. And I was like, yeah, it's all here. It's all here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like fucking trying to listen to as much as music as possible. And then it was through friends and doing the similar thing. You know?
Nice. I never used Napster.
No?
No. Never.
I used the LimeWire.
I had that for a long time. I used LimeWire.
Yeah. So that was not way after. I think it was one of the first big ones after Napster. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Kazaa was after that, or was the same time?
Kazaa?
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know.
Kazaa.
So probably
After.
No, I'm thinking before LimeWire, but after Napster.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Because I feel like LimeWire shut down, and then everybody had to look.
Yeah.
Something else, and there was something else wire.
Yeah.
And then it
then
was like
torrents
websites,
came
like then Pirate Bay and stuff like that, right?
Like torrents.
It went from instead of the program, it was the. Oh no, I'm confused. Never mind. It's all right. You needed those anyways because.
I think they were all
Oh no, was
peer
it
to
through
peer.
LimeWire?
I think they were all peer to peer. The only difference between Napster, I think Napster was housing them at one point. Were they having a server with their music?
Which is where they probably would get
nailed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if they
I don't
housed
remember.
it.
Don't quote any of us.
Don't quote any of us.
We're not experts.
No, we're not experts.
So yeah,
my teeth are at that point where they're like, stop eating sugar.
It hits my tongue when I like.
Yeah, I was
sour
feeling it
candy.
too.
It's like, oh my god, it's just like you're just ripping away skin off your tongue.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Kill
I
them,
would
bastard.
use the press release technique. I would press on the tongue, and then release, so then it would kind of melt the sugar, but without taking your tongue off.
Makes sense.
But yeah, because I was just curious of like how, like, do any of us remember the first time we sat down and accessed the internet?
Because like a computer is one thing, but then the internet. Was
Even the computer, I'm not sure. Like I remember what my mom's first computer was, but I don't remember my first because surely it was like a wow experience, right?
Yeah, it was. I remember it was something that ran on DOS. It had Windows as a program, but everything else was in not DOS. It was something after DOS. You would use DOS to get into it, and then you would tell it to run Windows or other programs. I forget what that.
And you remember the first
Oh, big time! Just going through things. I didn't it was given to me. It was basically a hand me down from my brother, who was living brother's girlfriend at the time. She gave us her old computer, and so just going through all these old programs and games or whatever. It's whatever was in there at that point. You know,
right.
It's just that was it. Yeah, and then I remember buying my first diskette game.
Ooh.
So installing a game and trying to figure out how to do it and everything. It was all trial and error, a lot of it, because I didn't really have a contact to.
Yeah, I'll teach you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She taught me the beginning of how to access things, but after that it was just
Yeah, I loved going through the floppies. for games.
Yeah.
And then looking at afterwards the diskettes with like the sticker, like, okay, see, what's on this? Like reading and like whoever's fucked up handwriting it is, but then and then you'd give them to other people and what are we talking about? The internet.
Yeah,
Internet.
I don't think so. I think one of the first like big moments for me was that I got a pop-up of like, you've won whatever thing, and I believed it because I had never encountered that before. And there was no prevention. There was no education.
Virus.
It was Gates' fault.
No, it wasn't even a virus. I think it was a one of these like come to a presentation and then you'll be entered into a whatever.
Get a time.
And I got my mom to go.
Oh yeah,
I was like, we have to, what we need, it's a trip to Orlando.
Oh my God.
It was a trip to Orlando.
Yeah.
And she went because I pressured her so much, and she was like, okay, and she went, and she came back, and no, she went by herself, and it was fucking far, and then she came back, and she was just like, yeah, you don't get a free trip, like it's coupons or some shit, or like you have to do something in order to get the thing, or I can't remember what it was, but I felt so bad. Then like in hindsight, it's just hilarious how I was like, oh my god, I have to call this number immediately.
Pop-up, like, oh fuck, I won something.
It only took one though to be like, oh shit, right?
If I was your mom, I just would have fucking not went. I would have went out for a few hours.
Yeah.
I was just like gonna go shopping or something, and then I come back.
I went.
No.
We're not going to Orlando.
I got new shoes.
There were different prices. I went for the shoes.
Oh my god, Mom.
Just won these shoes. Yeah, you win. Just win these shoes.
But after that it was like chat rooms and stuff. Wait, did you remember? Do you remember?
I don't remember the first.
No?
I was curious. I'm also curious to see if everybody remember the first interaction.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for computers, it was like at the library or something. The weird fucking drawing program.
Kindergarten.
Oh,
First,
kindergarten.
Yeah, we had a computer in kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
In class?
Cool kindergarten.
Yeah.
What for? With games?
Yeah, math games.
Huh.
It was
kindergarten?
Yeah, it was cool. We didn't get to use it often, but it was so cool. I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is amazing!"
Like a real one, or like a
real one.
It's like one of these big plastic.
Yeah, a real one, but it was just like
they had stuff like that. It was awesome.
I think it was always, or the teacher just always left it on the program that played the math games, or she only turned it on for that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember. But I know in elementary school we definitely had computers starting at grade 2, I think, computer class.
Really?
I don't remember what Max. Yeah, that was my.
I only remember it in high school.
Only computers in high school?
Yeah, I'm older though. Not very much, as we've established a million times.
I feel like I remember there were.
Have we seriously not noticed this whole time that the fan was still on?
Yeah.
After staring at it, and being sure it was slowing down.
Yeah. And we like convinced each other it was like.
Yeah.
We're pretty good.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, sorry if there was any clicking noises.
Clicking noises. It's usually just my shuffling knees.
Oh, ka-thum.
That's not a snare joke, but okay. Okay.
Wait, what was that from?
Face Off.
Oh yeah.
Callback, all the callbacks.
Wieners.
What?
It's his favorite gif.
That gif of the girl just getting pelted with hot dogs.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. It's just a little rubbery in her face.
God.
He hit me in the face with a pepper the other day.
Voluntarily?
No,
not like
pepper.
that. No.
I said
like
something stupid because it happens, and he grabbed the pot of cut up peppers, and he just grabbed one and he just slapped me in the face with it. But he doesn't like pepper, so then his fingers smelled like pepper. Ha ha ha!
Damn it!
Now who has
Pepper fingers.
Paul has pepper fingers.
Pepper finger Paul.
Pepper Finger Paul.
You know who else is a
is
Pepper
that
Finger?
your name? We have Full G and we have Pepper Finger Paul. I don't love it.
No, usually nicknames should be
Shorter. Smaller.
Pepper
like
Finger Paul. PFP.
Cartman.
Like Cartman. Is that our last topic?
Is that last topic?
Cartman. Do it.
Do what?
Do it.
Oh. Oh, shut
Do
so
it.
much pressure.
Do it.
Come on, guys. I can't do it.
Do it. You
can't
do
do
it
it.
all the
No.
time. You do
I
it
know.
well. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up and do it.
Shut the fuck up and
The
do
pressure.
it.
What would he say? What would he say? Screw you guys. I'm going. Oh, Johnny do it much better. Screw you guys. I'm going home. No, that sucks.
You're not trying. You're
Well,
not believing in
I can't.
yourself.
Right now, I
Believe
can't.
in yourself.
I just can't.
It is a lot of pressure.
It is. You just told me to do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, full G. Do it.
Okay.
Come
I have to
closer.
think in my head about it. Oh my god. Screw you guys. I'm going home now. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Like there's like a weird.
He has a lot of that in his
Oh my
voice.
god. Screw you guys. No, that's too. It's hard to get that perfect fucking. Yeah.
Also, you're both terribly nervous.
Yeah, it
about
is.
doing it on
It's-
recording.
Yeah, man. You're a
It's
bully.
cute.
You bully.
I'm being a
Do
bully.
it.
You're a bully. Do it.
Yes, I'm going home.
shit.
Best one.
Yeah.
See, I believed him. No, my whole body was like, ah.
It
Who
is
else can we
on demand like that?
imitate? What's the fucking word in English? Impersonate.
Impersonate.
Impersonate. The topic is Cartman.
The topic is Cartman. Impersonate. The topic is Cartman.
Cartman.
Cartman? What's his
family
last name?
Fuck, Cartman.
Or
Isn't it?
is his... That is his last
Yeah,
name.
that
Eric.
must be Eric Cartman.
Eric.
Yeah.
Of course.
Eric Cartman.
Of course.
He's such a hateable character. Like, but lovable, but hateable. Like,
Yeah.
he's like the worst person, but he's a kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's definitely a sort of... Well, no, because his mom is so nice, right?
Yeah.
She's the perfect. Super, super nice.
So it's not like you can feel like, oh, he's
Solution,
come from a fucked up family.
Yes.
Like Kenny, I would understand if he was an asshole because his
Yeah.
family, like kids, they keep treating each other like shit.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
know,
just picturing all these interactions between all these characters. And
yeah,
I've
I've
seen
seen
the
a lot
show
of
in
the
a lot of
cardboard
times. It's fucking
bouncing.
hilarious.
yeah. Well, fucking.
You kitty.
Keep it down, down.
I know someone's gonna sleep with me tonight or something.
Mommy
like-
tonight.
With mommy tonight. Oh my god. What's it? The beefcake.
Beefcake.
Is that how you say it? Beefcake. What? Is it protein powder that gets him that big?
Yeah, I think it is, or something along those like.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like he's on a
Protein
stage
shake
at the end, like
Maybe,
for
I don't know.
beefcake.
Anything is
Cartman.
possible with Eric Cartman.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Just for that show, it's just a good show. Like it's fucking.
Oh, it's,
I feel
So
it's a
smart.
great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that type of like, I feel like they've had the best writing to like intertwine what is happening, like all the stuff happening in
Yeah.
reality into each other to explain each other in an absurd way.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, still making it a joke, but not making it the
Yeah.
joke.
it was fucking
Well,
good.
that's the thing, right? Because I've always felt like that they push the boundaries to like highlight how fucked up life is.
Yeah.
But then I saw a video on how gay people are portrayed in TV and film and stuff, and they're very limited and stereotyped. And in South Park, they're always the butt of the joke. Like if they're gay, that's funny. Like it's not they're just gay. I'm sure they have episodes with like a gay child or a gay but a lot of their like really popular characters are massive like parodies of a gay person.
Mr. Slave.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
love
Mr.
them.
Slave,
We
yeah.
love them. Mr.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's true, like when you say it. It's
Yeah, and I was like,
kind
true.
of, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did what
Fuck
Paul
South.
calls Kate killed the topic.
No, the current life still like you, at least I don't know, because that it does kind of not kill the show a bit, but I still like I still remember
Okay.
laughing so much at that show.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
Probably I'll be like if you like to watch it again, which I don't know if I do the whole. There's so many
yeah,
seasons.
yeah. That you'd be like, oh, that
Yeah.
wasn't handled in an
But even like if you
inappropriate
look
way.
at older episodes, then you see more. Like I feel like anything with age gets kind of shittier. Like Friends for sure is like fucking horrible on so many levels. But it's such a like feel like easy to watch show when you're like, oh, you relate to the characters, but then they're horrible, and a lot of their jokes is like, oh, we'll put a relationship into another one.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be like, so roommates will talk, like the two guys will talk as if they're a couple, ha ha ha. That's like that's the like again that's the joke. But
exactly.
It's like,
yeah, and it's like, oh, we're more aware now. So some things, but they cross the line so massively that it feels like it's like if it's all parody, then it all kind of fits within that range, and you don't take it seriously, so therefore it's less offensive. I don't know, maybe, but probably not. I don't know. Satire.
So by bringing it so far, maybe then we don't even think about it at all.
And if it's a commentary on something rather than just being for the sake of being gross, like it's to highlight something, like the Goobacks. The Goobacks is a particularly pertinent episode for today's immigration debate.
I don't remember.
You don't remember the Goobacks?
Fantastic episode.
Aren't they? Well, that's not what they're called. I'm calling them by their slur.
Yeah,
but it was people from the future, right?
Yeah, that there was no jobs, so they were going into the past to get jobs.
Yeah. And then
So they would come here, and then they speak all one language because everything is unified.
Yeah.
So they come here and they don't speak English.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So they start taking immigrant jobs, and then people are like getting
Upset,
angry at them because they're like they don't even speak our language and
yeah.
people for the future.
Like that's how do we talk about immigration? What?
Yeah, I think they ended immigration, the immigration of the future people, by creating a gay man orgy at the end.
Oh yes, that was their goal.
That was one of the
becoming
ideas.
Gay, they wouldn't have babies.
Oh, so then the people from the future
wouldn't
wouldn't
exist.
exist. Oh my god.
That was their solution.
Oh my fucking god. How the fuck do they how?
It's crazy, and it was like week to week, right? Like when they create these fucking shows, like The Simpsons, it was like they don't. No, it's not week to week. That's impossible.
Well, they just write for a whole bunch, then they make the
Yeah, but
no. They at certain point, I don't know how long of stretch they did that, but they at one point they were doing it week to week.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
they were doing
it
it.
that
A lot
from
of
somewhere.
pressure.
Like they were basically waiting until a week that they had to do it, and whatever was going on, put it in there.
Damn.
And they kind of like the pressure as well. It
Yeah, I
forces
guess
them to kind of keep them
deadlines.
Yeah, they would even change stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, oh, fine, whatever. They spend a lot of time changing stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like SNL, and like you keep the pressure until the last moment, and then you decide.
Yeah. Oh, I wish there was like a salty option right now.
Yeah.
You know, like a salty option.
Wait.
That's
peanuts in the. That's not salty.
Can you
And that's a
take
jaw.
the chocolate off?
That would kill
Wait,
your
I'll
jaw
eat the
as well.
chocolate.
Probably
You get
my
the
jaw.
peanut.
I have to eat things that don't crunch anymore. Listeners, I have to start taking care of myself and stop eating crunchy foods. It hurts my face. It hurts my face.
Sometimes,
And that hurts everything else.
Yeah, sometimes food hurts your face.
Yeah.
Don't hurt your face.
Don't hurt your face. Don't hurt your belly.
Hurt the food.
Hurt the food. What does that even mean?
I don't know. Non-violent. No, non-violent, I said.
Twix.
No. I'm doing Morse code with a Twix bar.
I love Morse code. It's my favorite.
Do you know it?
No, I don't. I just love, in the film Balto, the animated film, there is a bulldog that lives with the guy who does the Morse code, and his face reacts when it goes beep or whatever. His eye goes big. Anyways, so he's like, "Bark, bark, bark." Oh yeah, he barks it to the dogs.
So they can pass the message.
Bark, bark, bark. Yeah.
So smart, these dogs.
He's so smart. All the
I
smart
know.
dogs are so smart in Balto.
Totally.
Like they're all like
I gotta try
almost
to
like humans.
remember. That's always good practical thing to try to remember.
What?
SOS in Morse code.
What is that? Do it.
I don't remember what it is. I think it's either
Long, short, long.
Yeah, I think it's either long, short, long, or short, long, short.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you can do it with like a flashlight. You can do it with like.
Yeah, some flashlights already have that as one of their settings.
Who the fuck's gonna recognize it?
Another flashlight.
Yeah, the technical device that the person has. Like, what does this code mean? Would you be able to do that?
What?
Hold your phone up and be like, "What does this code mean?" I know you can't do that. But
Yeah,
I'm
probably
just
you
saying
could.
If it could absorb, if it could somehow capture the light well enough, yeah, definitely. But usually
Register
the good
the
camera
pattern.
is on the other side.
Well, you don't need a good camera. You just need like if it's a contrast,
when
like
it's
it's all black and you have a white dot. Like the programming wouldn't be that outrageous. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
It depends how much light,
Hey,
but yeah,
computer
definitely,
guys.
definitely can do it.
Make it happen.
Pattern, computers are great at recognizing patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
It just depends on how much light the lens will be able to capture.
Yeah.
Or the difference of light.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Make it happen, science community. Yeah. Because
or it should be on your.
You need
Android and Apple should have that as their flashlight setting.
Oh yeah.
It should be on, and then the second one should be SOS, and the second one the other it's off.
Yeah, but again.
What?
I just don't think a lot of people will. Although it blinks, so that means it's more noticeable.
Yeah, totally. It's a pattern.
Yeah, but I'm just saying very few people would recognize that that's an SOS pattern.
Yeah, for sure. Well, unless they have that app.
And the circle continues. The circle continues.
Thanks for sticking around, everyone.
Yeah, thanks again for listening.
Full G.
Thank you for coming and bringing chocolates. So many chocolates.
I'm very happy. Happy to share your rouleau Suisse.
Yes.
Swiss rolls.
Rouleau Suisse.
But thank you very much. It was very fun.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
If you had fun listening to us, maybe contribute to the fundraiser that we've mentioned previously. Up for discussion. No, I'll get there. So much chocolate.
The Upford Network.
UPFORD on Indiegogo.com. All kinds of perks. We're close to our goal. So close. Donate. Please. We love you.
Please
love us.
Donate
to the campaign.
So many
perks. We have so many high pep talks to do, but they've not replied to me. So I don't know what they want.
You know what? So we'll just give them a random pep talk.
We'll make a generic one. Yeah, we'll make a generic one. Yeah. You can do
read name here. Yeah. Mary649 at hotmail.com. Who uses Hotmail anymore, right?
A lot.
You'd be surprised.
Recently, a few people have sent me Hotmail addresses, and I've been like, what are you doing? I still have one, but I don't know.
I think it still exists. I feel like my Facebook connecting thing is Hotmail.
Oh, really?
I think, it's still that. Never changed any of those things.
Yeah.
I still see Videotron sometimes. People have. I guess
really?
It's still a thing, though.
Yeah, that they have their own.
Videotron.
Simpatico.
Oh, wow. Simpatico. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Fuck Simpatico. Fuck Bell.
Wow.
Fuck you, Bell.
Fuck Bell.
Fuck
I mean,
you.
fuck them all, but fuck Bell particularly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bell as hell.
Bell as hell.
Oh, yeah, it is.
On that note, have a chocolate bar if it's all right for your health plan.
That's and your face.
And your
face. Yeah.
What?
If it hurts your face, you shouldn't eat it.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat it.
Why was it hurting our face before? Oh, I got it. I'm back.
Face off.
Oh, shit.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're brilliant.